Hi! It's late in the day. I went back and forth. I started to do one before I meditated, and I was like, oh god, no, you do not want to put that fucking kind of vibe out in the world today. Because if I'm all feeling all twisty, I can only imagine what other people are doing. And I am feeling twisty. I woke up to a nice little compliment from a watcher, a fellow observer, and then switch in a second. Rage, fury. Thinking about it, I'm getting all heated right now. So, plus I got layers. So what's happening in the world? I tried to fucking deactivate my Facebook page today. And it's obviously related to third eye activated, so that's gonna go too, but I can't freaking take Facebook anymore, man. I can't. I tried to change my view and freaking unfollow this and unfollow that, and then it's just like something dumb happens again, and I can't adjust my settings with that entity, whatever it is. And it's a time suck, and I didn't have internet for a couple weeks, and I got used to being without it, and I honestly didn't miss it. I just mostly missed the freaking Netflix and Hulu. So, and when I say, you know, and I'm not freaking tech-tarded, folks. I mean, I was in IT, and I'm freaking mechanically inclined from birth, so I know how to operate things. And it was like a tech glitch, because at first I tried it on my phone 3 times. Deactivate account, give you a reason, other, blah blah blah, deactivate, put in your password. I mean, and it went into a loop. And then I tried it online, and I was just like, you know, I'm one of those sensitive types that, like, if you keep trying something and it doesn't work, stop trying it. It's not gonna. So, just stay away from it. So I'm taking the night off, and I'll revisit that. But I'd never considered. I've had it for 10 years, and it's just like, because I'm such a sentimental fool, I feel that when I don't know, I feel like I want people to be able to find me, but the fact is if they need to, I guess they can. So maybe I'll have to put a little extra effort in. But it just you know, it's just not what I like. So I just won't spend a lot of time there. But I won't. I'll still keep doing these, and I got my InstaSnap page. Because I still got stuff I gotta say, and there's still people that want to hear it. Stuff is really scary, you know? Times have changed so much, and for people, I think human nature, people like, prefer when things are peaceful and serene, and, you know, maybe the occasional roller coaster ride, but when your central nervous system is constantly in a peaked state, heightened state, it uses up a bunch of energy, and you gotta have energy to freaking function and to think, and if you don't, if you're just going off of how you feel, people are reacting more and more in emotion now, because they're just, you know, a lot of people feel like a rapid sensation, and then they're just like, you know, and then they're just kind of always walking around with a chip on their shoulder, and they're just waiting for somebody to contradict them, and then there it goes. The heat is on, as the old song goes. One of the reasons why I do these videos is I want people to know that there are things you can do to make yourself more comfortable. And just because we feel all messed up and twisty inside doesn't mean we get to take it out on other people. You know, opinions are just opinions. There are very little sources of facts these days. I mean, just the fact that the media has been discredited is enough to, I mean, just the fact when somebody interjects a question, like, you know, like elections and stuff like that, you know, once the seed is planted that there's voting tampering, then it don't matter how you look at it, the election's a farce, kind of a deal. Well, that's for people with common sense, but common sense seems to be less and less common. It's like people can go around acting like they're doing what they want. It can go around freaking, you know, in these fighter jets like they own them, like they're their own personal jets, and freaking draw penises in the sky. And I suppose if that's, you know, I mean, that's to be expected if your commander-in-chief is says it's okay to grab crotches and stuff like that. I suppose it's that, you know, that flash of, I don't know, it's all ego stuff. It's all ego-centered stuff, but what I got in a conversation, I had to go return a heater because it didn't work out of the box. And that's an example of me not taking it out on the messenger, because I didn't even put it back in the box. I had all these pieces when I walk in, this heater in this box and stuff, and I just drop it all down, and I was like, the only thing this heater is good for is a second trip to Ace Hardware, because it didn't work out of the box. And I didn't get mad, and it turned out very positive, because the woman and I Marion had a nice conversation about how freaking people are crazy. And it's because they have no emotional control. If you're really, really, really sensitive and you really don't know what's going on, you can always message me here. I have a lot of insight on this stuff, and no, it doesn't. It's not logical. It's not for the rational mind. And I tell you, I have a very, 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 very rational mind. I'm tested constantly. I was always worried that,
Hey, Mom and Dad, what's your kids' latest obsession?
I would end up like my parents. God forbid. So I'm like, Sheldon, I've been tested. I've been tested. No, I'm pretty sane. Sorry to break it to you guys. I just, what I am, Heyoka, one of those people that, I'm basically a mirror, you know? So if you're an ass, I'm gonna mirror that, your assness times 10, just so that you can see what an ass you are. And, I don't know, maybe you're gonna change it. The funny thing about that is you know, if there's the opinions that I just go around, you know, if you're an ass, come over. Well, here's the thing, is that there's this little thing called you spot it, you got it. So, if I see an ass in you, I got that same ass in me. But what I recognize is that I got an ass in me. And I don't go around acting like I'm always not, I'm friendly, I'm not nice. I am not a nice person, but I'm friendly. And I am guarded. I am so guarded, so not everybody gets that. And the more time goes on, and the more this, I mean, people that just think nonsense, and I don't want to have anything to do with them, the more I'm at peace with stuff. I never really valued other people's opinion much. Never really did. And I'm right about a lot of things because people say so a lot. You know, Marge, you're right. You're right. You're right, Marge. You're right about this. You're right about that. Oh, you got a point there. Oh, you're right about that. Marge, you're right about a lot of things. people started thinking I was wrong about a lot of stuff when I started living in my truth. And if you go to my Instastat page, Third Eye Activated, by the same name here as this here page, you'll see the before or after of me. I'm in the best shape I ever been in. I'm the happiest I ever been. Sure, I feel like I'm stuck. Sure, I feel like I'm a cosmic joke. Sure, I feel like that most days I start out on a bright note, and then as the day goes on, I have a harder time maintaining that higher vibration because of circumstances of which I cannot control. Fact of the matter is, again, is I will never stop trying. Because I never met anybody who had a bigger spirit than me. So, since it's only going to take a bigger spirit to break mine, and to this day I haven't come across that the possible contender, I'm just going to keep speaking my truth. And I'll just keep trying to adjust my news feed. I've always believed in justice and purity and authenticity and lovely things, magic things. I believe that UFOs exist. I just think that people's eyes are conditioned not to see. Because they don't see in that frequency like you and some of you and me. Because seeing what is all vibrational frequencies. It's all light and energy. So if you let your eyes relax, and just gaze through the branches of the trees, looking at the sun rays, it's like charges your batteries. And when you look away and you can see different, you can see, I can see auras and stuff like that. But I'm open to it. I know more and more people are being open to it. Because I see the numbers on my videos and and people are watching. I know I can help people. A lot of people. And I know a lot of people that can help people. So I'm like one of those spider web intersections that is here that has gathered, the first part of my life, all this data from all these different paradigms and, all this backgrounds of just my frame of reference is just freaking insane. And I know that I can make connections with people that can really do some genuine change. So if you're downtrodden and you're feeling kind of stuck too, hang in there. If anything, you're getting in good shape. If you're losing weight, and ain't nobody gonna listen to an ugly person yammer on Facebook. So, peace, y'all.